Hello everyone. So I'm here putting some captions. I don't know if you can see. It's something new. I have never tried it, but I'm trying. I found this very interesting also for people who have a hard time understanding English. Now here on Zoom we have captions, so I'm so happy around this. So I have been here, it's almost 10 p.m. and I have this glow. And I wanted to share with you something. I was waiting for the perfect moment to record the part three of this module, which I think this part three has part one, is going to be divided in two calls. And this is part one because I was having an insight that I feel I need to share this exactly with you. And I have been contemplating what I'm going to bring new because every year I give free master classes and always this module has been given every year with a new addiction, with something new. And I was thinking, what can I add more about sexual energy, about creative life force energy, about entrepreneurship, about Tantra that I haven't yet spoken about? Because you have a huge podcast, you have a lot of pre master classes, and I have been talking about it quite often. And I don't want, and I don't like, and I have never done nothing the same. So if I bring this topic, is always with something new. And I have been working, it's almost 10 p.m. And for me, I would be working the whole night long. I have so much energy. And the reason why I want to go to sleep is because I know that my HRV and it's good for me to sleep early. However, I feel so much energy in my body. I feel my body like tum, tum, tum. And my whole day, I have been literally doing something in my business that I love. Because in the business, we all do things that we like and things that we don't like. But since recently I have been discovering more how to use I have been delegating a lot of tasks to my AI agents, which I believe if you have a business and you are not into I really advise you deeply to go into artificial intelligence because the amount of energy, energy, money that you save for you to spend time in what you love. So I spent the whole day rebranding, redesigning, perfectioning the designs of the collection. And if you are watching the new collection of Atelier is like so orgasmic, is literally I love every piece. And I'm mind blown that every piece that I launch is such an incredible feedback. And orders and pre-orders are happening. I am so happy. The codes is in Cannes Film Festival. This is a brand new brand, and I'm really happy. And so the insight I want to give you today is how is this possible? How I have been working since 9 a.m. because I woke up 7 and journaled, I did my practices, I journaled, I created the whole entire financial alchemy. I restructured the modules. I added the mother wound, which is so deep. I have all the structure for the activations. We are gonna go in a 1 week, actually 1 month intensive into financial alchemy, into themes that are so complex. I have been restructured the whole morning that module. Then I went into the atelier. I started designing. I went to do my hair, and then I came back and I did more designs. And I went in the creative part. I rebranding the website, and until now, I have been doing that, and I still wanted to give you this class, this transmission, and the financial alchemy transmission. So how is this possible? And I have this glow and I'm in the end of my menstruation time. How is this possible? And how this relates with sexual energy. First of all, sexual energy, and I want to say this 3 times. And I want you to remember, every time you remember me, remember this sentence. Sexual energy has nothing to do with sex. Sexual energy has nothing to do with sex. No, it has to do with sex, but is not only about sex. Sexual energy is not only about sex. You can have a long-term celibacy, which means no sexual life, no partners, and you still have plenty of vital force sexual energy. What I came to realize in intimacy, in relationships, the more in love you are, the more sexual attraction you have for the person. When I speak about love, I don't speak just about unconditional love. Because you have love for your kids, you have love for your friends, you have love for your parents, your family. I mean that romantic chemistry, that passion, that eros. The more you have, the more chemistry there is, the more attraction there is, the more sexual energy you have. For you to be passionate about something, you need to be quite in love with something. Must be love in the air. The frequency of love must be moving through you. Your heart must be open. Your heart must be open. When a couple comes to me or a woman comes to me and they don't have sexual energy, most likely, or they are not in love with each other anymore, that deep chemistry, that chemistry love, that passionate love, either this is gone or there are unresolved issues that have hurted each other. This has nothing to do how sex is in the relationship. It has to do with sexual attraction. If they don't feel the sexual impulse, the sexual will to be with each other, there are matters around the heart, always. Always. We can do all kind of deharmoring practices, connection with the body, connection with the yoni, connection with the womb. And I'm saying this because I have been working with these topics, deharmoring, sexual deharmoring, yoni massage. If there are problems, if in the relationships, if the woman doesn't feel safe, there is no sexual attraction. There is not sexual attraction, but there is not, the body is not opening to have sex. And there is not the thoughts of having sex. Why I'm saying this? Because this is about sexual energy in your entrepreneurship. Same happens for your business. When you are not in love with your business, when you are not truly passionate about what you do, you will lack vitality to pursue your business. When you have a business because somehow is a trend, because somehow is making money only, somehow is what you inherited from your family, somehow is what you see people are making money with and you want to do it, it's because society told you that this is what you must have. When you do something that doesn't come from your full willingness from the heart, when you do something that you don't fully desire, your turn on for life is going to be suppressed. Because in the end of the day, sexual energy is turn on for life. It's about passion, it's about eros, it's about being in love, it's about being turned on by life, it's about having desire. And when you are in this state, when you are pursuing something that you are passionate about, you have endless vital force energy. Endless vital force energy. It's like it doesn't end. It's an infinite flow of life. It's an infinite abundance that doesn't end. And this is how I can work hours and hours and hours. When I have to do something that I don't like, let's say the accountability, going to accounts, doing invoices, when I don't have my assistant to do that, I can be exhausted in 2 hours. I do that for 2 hours, I'm exhausted for the whole day. And I'm so grateful that nowadays there is artificial intelligence, and I'm an advocate of people have businesses, people with dreams, people with visions to use artificial intelligence, because what artificial intelligence, how I see it, it is coming to give us time. It is coming to help us spending more time doing what we love and giving to AI the tasks that are not in our zone of genius. And it's what I have been experiencing. And it's awesome. So the more I work on myself, as we have been speaking about module 1, the depth, the more I go into my soul, the more I clear my energetic field, the more I clear my subconscious, the more I'm clear about my vision, the more I resolve trauma in my body, the more energy flows in my body. At the same time, as I connect with this technology of the future, I activate the technology of my body. As I work with the technology of the future, I allow my body to be activated by me, spending time doing what I love the most. The more I do what I love, the more energy I have. And as a generator, if you're generators out there, we increase our vitality when we respond to life, when we do things that gives us satisfaction. For me, it has a sacred authority. For example, if I don't do things in my business that I love, if at least the majority of the time it's not in things that I love, my vitality is going to be depleted. And for a generator, for a person like me, without that energy activated, with that abundance of energy, I am not magnetic. The second part that I want to speak about is about magnetism. Because a woman in her eros, a woman who is truly happy in her life, a woman who is truly happy in her business, a woman who is doing what she loves, she has more of this vitality, more of this turn on. And this turn on, this eros is vital force energy. This erotic aliveness is what makes a woman magnetic. The more we activate our magnetism, the more we attract. The more we attract, the more we are able to receive and to be found instead of being the chaser and finding and being out there searching. The more I'm in my energy, the more I also nourish myself. The more in the day, while I'm having this big working days doing what I love, at the same time that I stop 5 minutes from time to time to breathe, to nourish myself, to love myself. When I add that piece, I'm even more magnetic. The more aware I am, the more connected I am with my body, the more my body activates this energy. The more it activates, the more magnetic I am. And so I don't need to have a partner to have sexual energy. When women think, oh, I don't have no one, can I enter into my programs? You should. Because what I want women to be is to be independent, not just financially, but independent sexually. So if you don't have a partner, doesn't mean that you allow yourself to deplete yourself. We are sovereign. We are force of nature. We invite the force of nature into our bodies. We are the source from where vital force energy flows through the world. And it's through that we attract the right partner, the right business partner, the right romantic partner, the right people in our businesses, also in our life. What I'm going to tell you, when I'm depleted, it's somehow when everything goes into misalignment. When I align my energy, when I start doing what I love, when I'm clear about my vision, when I remove the distractions, when I'm clear with my energy, when I protect my energy, people start finding me in all kinds of ways. It is a supernatural phenomenon that I don't even know how to explain you. But the more I'm happy, the more I'm turned on by life, the more I do these practices, the more I activate my energy through the embodiment practices, through my business, through what I love, through eating the food that I love, through exercising in the gym that I love, doing the exercises that I love with a personal trainer that I love, wearing the clothing that I love, wearing the fabrics that I love. The more I do things that I love, the more energy I have. It's beyond sexuality. There are infinite ways to channel this energy. Can be even walking in nature, watching your favorite sunset. Everything to do from what you love. When you purchase something that you love, when you choose a house to live that you love. Even for me, for example, clothing. I love clothing. I love beauty. When I'm surrounded by beauty, when I'm surrounded by beautiful women, for example, why I do the Kuds Atelier? Because I love beautiful women. I love to be in a place where I see beautiful women around me. I love to arrive in a place with beautiful women, women well dressed, women who take care of themselves, women who take care of their businesses, who love their business, who are turned on by life, who are successful. I love women turned on by life. When I'm surrounded by women in this energy, it amplifies me and amplifies everyone. And when I see beauty, when I contribute with beauty. When I do what I love and I create beauty, because, for example, one of the things that I love is designing, creating clothing, and I make women beautiful, and women are happy, I'm happy, everyone who's going to be around us will benefit from this energy and will be activated by this energy. When I help women overcoming their wounds, their traumas, when I help women to self-lead themselves and be empowered, I contribute for a world where women walk in a higher frequency. And when women are in this higher frequency, when women open their hearts, when women are connected with their hearts, with their wombs, women have another level of magnetism. So when we allow ourselves to be this force, we contribute to more life force energy in the planet through us. And this is what it means generating vital force energy. And this is what it means being a vessel of life force energy for the world. It's as simple as doing what you love. It's as simple as being honest with yourself. It's as simple as working on yourself to remove the distractions, to remove the misalignment. Constantly work on yourself to be the most aligned version of who you are, because the most aligned version of who you are will be more attuned with your destiny, with your true life path, with you ultimately as is connected with all that you desire. All that you desire is connected with your heart. And magnetism comes from the heart. Comes from this place. And this is what I called an orgasmic state of living. This is what I call a bizgasm. This is what I call a lifegasm. The more you are aligned, the more you, are aligned is, for me, is the more you are aligned with your passions. The more aligned you are with your heart. The more you follow it, the more it will lead you to places that will give you satisfaction and evolution and transformation. The more it will lead you to love. The more it leads you to love, the more your turn on for life awakens and the more magnetic you are. And this is one of the transmissions I want to give you. So I'm leaving you with this one. And we're going to have still a part 2. If you have insights around this module and you want to share, please share. There are always surprises for people who share. There are always surprises for people who enter into this energy. So much is happening. So much is happening in our world if we allow ourselves to see, to feel. When we unlock this energy, limitless possibilities. The body is a vehicle of an incredible technology, the most powerful force on earth, sexual energy. And when we unlock this energy through our heart, through our pelvic floor, when we add this consciousness to embodiment work, This is what we call sexual alchemy. Everything that we create from this place, from this attunement, from this alignment, reorganizes itself, reorganizes your life. And this is what I want you to contemplate. Leaving you with this inside, and I see you in the next module.